Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the future of Ninjago Dragons Rising, specifically with the character of Lord Ras, and whether or not he is actually replaceable due to a very similar circumstance that he shares with previous Ninjago villains. In other words, will Dragons Rising eventually start to phase out Lord Ras in favor of other villains that might occupy a similar role? Let's talk about that. So in Ninjago Dragons Rising, Lord Ras is obviously a pretty major villain as of right now, but he is not top dog. As he's mentioned several times before, he does report back to a master, someone on a much larger scale than himself, someone very similar to the Overlord in terms of scale and meaning as a villain. We have talked about the Overlord in the context of Ninjago Dragons Rising before, and we have been questioning whether or not he will appear and whether or not he actually is the true identity of Lord Ras's master. I personally don't think so, because I feel as though, again, this will be an entirely new villain altogether, someone that we have not seen before, but someone that is very similar to the Overlord in the sense that this is the big bad guy for the entire series. And with the Overlord, despite him being the top of the food chain, there were a lot of people that were below him that have worked for him, eventually being cycled out in favor of other characters. For example, at first it was Garmadon, pretty much playing second fiddle to the Overlord, albeit not intentionally. Then it was Pythor, before finally Harumi in Ninjago Crystallized. The reason I bring this up is because we could see something similar happening with Lord Ras in Ninjago Dragons Rising, where sure, Lord Ras might be the primary minion, if you will, of this overarching villain as of right now, but will he be cycled out later in favor of other villains coming in and taking the spotlight? I don't think Lord Ras is going anywhere anytime soon. Instead, Dragons Rising seems to be doing something different this time, still cycling things out, but that thing that's being cycled out is not Lord Ras. It's in fact who Lord Ras is allying himself with. When you think about it, in Season 1, we had Imperium basically being the main villainous force. Lord Ras sided with them, with his plan already in motion. Then, come Dragons Rising Season 2, the Wolf Mask Shadow Army is the primary antagonistic force, with, again, Lord Ras being a part of this villain group. Maybe in Dragons Rising Season 3 and subsequent seasons, we could always see a new villain group come in and pretty much take over, but Lord Ras will always be there, either leading or being a part of the group in some way. He's the constant, pretty much. His master is also a constant, but Lord Ras needs to be there constantly with his master. The two of them are inseparable in this case, and the only thing that's changing is not whoever's working for this overarching villain, rather whoever is following this overarching villain and Lord Ras, the primary follower, if you will, of said villain. So to answer the question, is Lord Ras replaceable as a villain? In his current position, I don't think so. If anything, Jordana and Cinder should be worried. And with that being said, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here. Leave all of your thoughts down below in the comments. Do you think that Ninjago Dragons Rising will ever phase out Lord Ras as a villain and maybe bring in someone else to take his place? Leave all your thoughts down below, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this one, feel free to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Peace.